Hey, everybody.
Hello. Hey, we already have some people in here.
That's amazing.
I was gonna say, why is there an
And
echo?
we've got the chat open on the phone with the volume up. Oh man, it's not a major win live experience without something technically going wrong. But it looks like we've actually got the live stream going.
Yes.
Are we still in stereo?
It's
6 by
it
6?
should be better now.
Is it okay? Hey, Gina V527.
Hello. Wow, you guys are coming in. This is awesome.
This is so great. It's totally
Every
awesome.
time we're like, no one's gonna be there. Like,
Yeah, that's what I know. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for confirming that, Spam. But yeah, we got Biff Boffo, we got Callie Devs, we got Spam Banshee 6 by 6, Gina V527. Wow, thank you guys so much for making it. It's really cool, and we have to absolutely thank you guys that it did totally get us motivated. Yeah, so hopefully it did something for all of you, but it totally for us, like we like cleaned up half the house today, and then I worked 9 hours for my job, and we still got listings, still got a bunch of items photographed. I didn't get as much listed as I was planning, but hey, Mike Sellers, so good to see you. Glad to have you on with us.
Yeah, it was definitely motivational for us because we're like, let's just keep working, keep powering through till 5:30, and then let's see like what happens. So yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys have helped us immensely. Hopefully it was good for you guys, like what Doug said.
Yeah, 6 by 6. You're so right. We all need each other. I mean, just the last few videos, like that have been released by those that have had a lot more time in it than us are like, I need help. I need help right now. And so it's a good reminder that like we do all need a little bit of pick me up, a little bit of extra support. And so thank you all of you, because even just the fact that you guys might show up this afternoon, and you totally have. I mean, we've already got more people than we could have even anticipated. But thanks to you, we've got so much more done today, and which was the goal. But we want to find out from all of you, how did your days go? Did you get all that you had hoped to get accomplished?
And it did take Leia for a walk, so she got to, oh, I can't say the word. But
yeah, she's like, but our dog.
So it was really good for the dog and I. We got to enjoy some outtime sunshine, which was really good.
Outtime sunshine.
Outside sunshine.
Outtime.
I said outtime sunshine. No, that's what I said.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Outtime sunshine.
So what has been really funny is that while I have some measure of experience of getting up super early consistently, and Ro does as well, it's been a while since we both wake up super early on the same schedule together.
Yeah.
And so on one hand, it's been hilarious because we're finding things funny that were not even on the radar. Like if we were to tell you the things that we're laughing about right now, you'd be like, okay, yeah, you probably need some like actual professional help. But it's been so funny that we're both just so tired because we got up so early. We were trying to test the technology, which still had issues. But yeah, so we are like kind of loopy right now, but it's really fun loopy. The dishes are done, dude. Hey, that's so awesome. 6 by 6.
That's really good.
That's really great to hear. Yeah, and how's everybody doing? How did the day turn out? 80% shipping, 20% listing in the next 3 days. The reverse. Oh, bye phone. And the next 3 days are reverse. Interesting. So that's an interesting schedule that you got going on, Biff Boffo, because we're kind of almost, I wouldn't say equal parts each day, but definitely I think too, when we are doing our schedule well, we're definitely a lot more lopsided.
And let's give Mike a high five for selling a record on Macari.
Hey, awesome. Congratulations.
That's super cool. That is a major win.
That is a super major win. That is really cool.
And I worked on my closet pile too. So good job. We both worked on that together.
That is really nice.
No, it feels good, especially when you have something like that. Oh, wow, messages are coming in now. But when you have something like that you're currently working on, and then when you sell them, it feels so good.
Yeah, and so Spam, full transparency, I didn't fully accomplish my goal either. You know, the goal I set for myself when we were having our group talk today is I had the goal of 10 items pictured and listed. I got 12 items photoed, only 3 listed. And so that was like one of those things where I was determined to get my 3rd listing, because I'm like, that is the lowest point of no shame today for our very first day of trying to get together and do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, Gina V 527. 4 hours at the
4
flea
hours is
market.
good.
That's incredible, man.
That's hard work.
Yeah, you got serious stamina. And so we saw Tech's video on that too, of where he just like had his trunk loaded full of stuff, and we
I don't
haven't
know
had
how
chances.
he finds that stuff.
Yeah, we don't either.
I mean, he acts like it's so easy, but
Yeah, I know. It's like,
Hey, Dan.
I think we got blinders on when we go sometimes. Let's see here, but yeah, nothing like that. Just a few things to resell, so still need to finish listing tonight. Well, that's so cool. Yeah,
we'll probably finish up some listings tonight too. So we are not alone in that.
Yeah, I'm determined by the end of the day today to get my 10 listings up. That 10 is my baseline.
Yeah.
Although I should say it's my normal baseline over the past couple of weeks, because we've been trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing and just the normal work. I mean, I do work a regular job that it's been difficult, but usually bare minimum, we like to get up 10 listings. Our best, where we kind of max out before the listings really start to suffer, is 50 in a day. But that's like we've cleared our schedule. We're doing just
very focused
listings
work.
Because as we go through, we're having to analyze so much for defects, and then we do a lot of cleaning just as we're going along. And again, Tech recommends against that, but we are just a little bit OCD right now of just trying to make sure that everything that goes out is absolutely as clean as possible, because we have an irrational fear of negative feedback. We know it's coming and all of that. And, we've gotten plenty of.
Well, we just try our best to be proud of the products that we're sending out.
Yeah. And I mean, we figure with as small as we are, just take the time and.
Yeah,
and
she doesn't have to worry.
Yeah. If you're going by sheer volume, then, it's a different kind of fight, I think. But yeah, so congratulations on 4 hours at the flea market. That's incredible.
That's very good. And we still found good stuff, so that's good.
All right, so Biff Buffa, we're with you. Let's get you that evening rally to hit your sales goal.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, we can rally together. We can do this.
Exactly. We don't think it's gonna work like with Flippin' Ain't Easy, where if you if you click the like button, you end up getting a sale like that. That's his tagline. So I don't think we operate that way, but we hope that you get it, and certainly too with the items that you're listing and everything, we're sure you're gonna get there. Hey Jen, hi there. Good to have you with us.
I like 6x6's message. Lawn was mowed. That's a high five. We're giving you a high five for that.
Seriously, that was his goal. He had on his goal list.
That's really big. And then I lost the message. Where did it go?
So 6x6. One sold, 0 listed so far. One mode.
The night is young.
Grandma visited. The night is young. Hey, yeah, 6x6. Way to rock it. And honestly, you got some huge accomplishments there. A lawn mode. It might not seem like that big of a deal, but it's a psychological effect. And again, I don't know what kind of lawn you're mowing, but even a small lawn, it's like there's those days
where
it's
proving to the neighbors that you have it together. You're like, I got this.
Yeah. We've got a few weeds out in the yard that we still need to go tackle.
We do have a few weeds.
So you're ahead of us in that show. All right. So 10 is more realistic for you, Spam Benchy. Yeah.
10 is reasonable.
Yeah, well, and you guys have a lot of very
overwhelmed.
Yeah, and you guys have a lot of very complex.
When you have to research things, it's because you don't want to breeze through it too fast. So 10 is reasonable.
Yeah.
Thank you for making us feel better.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks, man. That takes my pathetic 3 listings, and it's like, okay, well, we did something today. So let's see here. Sort out stuff to donate back.
So did I. I have a little box over here of things to go to the donation, and it makes me feel so good. So yes, good job with that.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, Kelly Debs, you had a little partner in crime with this one that she actually spent the whole day going through, and again, such a huge portion of our day is sorting, making sure it goes to the right spot. And she actually cleared a huge, and I love this expression that we got from this morning, profit pile. She cleared a huge profit pile and got that reorganized for us. So that was really,
because you do kind of have to sometimes see what is a waste of time, really. And sadly, you just have to say, okay, cool, I learned from that, and donate it back to someone that will appreciate it.
Yeah, Kelly Deb. So yeah, we have whole days that are just sorting, and that's like some of our most discouraging days, where you look back and it doesn't feel like you've really done anything, because at the end of the day, you still have some piles, you still have some things, but it is satisfying though, knowing that you've got everything ready for the next day, for being able to list, or to, I mean, in some cases for us, bag it up, get it ready for when your parents visit, and send it to Mexico.
I like Biff's message also. And that's well-deserved in and out. So those are calories well spent.
I didn't see that message. That is awesome until the In-N-Out wears off. Hey, my fellow In-N-Out lover there.
That's how
Biff
you know
Buffo.
you deserve that In-N-Out. Yeah.
I'm still trying to work off my In-N-Out from like 3 days ago when we did our last video where you saw the In-N-Out cups in it. So
Oh, it was so good though.
that's really funny. Hopefully when I'm laughing, I don't know what sensitivity the mic is at. We're still getting all that figured out. So
Oh.
hopefully I'm not like blowing up the microphone.
Yeah, if it's too loud or if something's off,
Yeah, feel free.
please let us know.
We need to tinker with all this stuff to get it right. So if
Yeah.
something's off, we know you're a kind bunch, but feel free to go ahead and hit us up and let us know. Let's see.
That's nice, spam.
That was
Yes,
very
he is
sweet. That was very
impressive.
sweet spam. No, it's, you know, and again, we're too just impressed by the full range in the community of all the different levels. I mean, we got some that work way more a regular job than I do, and they still get more done on the eBay side than I do. So yeah, for those, it's just, you know, man, amazing that you guys can do that. All right. Yeah, actually, so Mike Seller, that's really cool. All the different goals are amazing. Gets the wheels turning in my mind. That's really cool. That's the whole reason why we wanted to do this is we're
Yeah.
very much motivated by a collaborative effort as opposed to kind of like the lone wolf strikeout. So we're really hoping that as we get this thing rolling, that we all get together, we get pumped up. And I mean, it might not get us all the way across the finish line, but if it gets us in the race, then again, we consider that a major win. Pun intended. So I guess
But also, like, especially with like clearing things out and getting things ready for donation, if you can clear out the weeds, it helps you stay much more focused on the things that you actually can get listed, and your listings will get up faster. And that's at least what we keep reminding ourselves about, which is why we've been really focusing on restructuring and really focusing on what's going to be worth our time.
Yeah, I mean, 2 things already. This is like our second time getting together with this, but the 2 things we've had so far that have just been amazing is, one, we learned the term profit pile, which in all of the many shows and videos we've watched, how have we not come across profit pile before?
That's really,
yeah, it's unbelievable.
I mean,
but
people always say like, look at your death pile differently, or, you know, view it as money, but the profit pile terminology, it's genius.
Yeah. So thank you for those that apparently have used that like all the time. I don't know how that's never come up.
We were oblivious.
But yeah, and also too, again, just having all of you that knowing that we're going to be accountable to you as we showed up this afternoon, I got more listings on that than I otherwise would have, because it was a long, super brain intensive day at work and I just wasn't feeling it. But then in the back of my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let this be the way this day ends, because I want everyone to know that I took my goal seriously, because I'm going to meet with all of you guys. So this is cool. This is really awesome.
All right. High five for Jen.
What, Jen gets a high five?
She got her listings done today.
All right. Hey, congratulations.
I don't know where the camera is. That is amazing. Thumbs up. High five to you. That is awesome.
Wow. That is awesome.
Hopefully that will be me saying that tomorrow.
That is really cool.
And Spam is celebrating you too. That is fantastic, Jen. Hard work. That's awesome.
And 6x6, that's great. We also are on a street with like what we say that this street has most of its original members when it was created in the 70s and 80s. And we love that about the street. We actually have great relationships with pretty much all of them. They're so awesome. But also, again, to that point, though, they're very particular. Like if we let our yard area kind of get a little bit unkempt, they're like, we see it. They'll literally come over and be like, hey, so something happened to your gardener or something? But let's see here.
Oh, like gardener.
Oh, that's great. Biff Buffo, April, year over year, will finish up plus 23%.
Thank you for the year over year.
The yoy.
Yeah, I was like, pretend like you know what that means.
Those are corporate
really
terms
awesome.
that I got to deal with all the time. Is like the yoy.
My brain was firing, but it just wasn't. Once
you
again,
get
probably
like
tiredness.
Yoy, EBITDA, all these terms. Yeah.
That's awesome. 23%. That's
At Spam Banshee, I heartily think, at least I sound perfect. I'm sure Rose sounds lovely, but I'm sure I don't sound perfect. But thank you for the mercy. I need all the help I can get. Let's see. What are you doing live tonight, Silver Hair Stacker? Hey, man, we're just so pumped up from your guys' show earlier that we're like, let's keep it rolling. Let's do something here. But
And Jen, I hope you do feel better soon. I hope your cold is more, because you've mentioned that. I think yesterday you mentioned it too, and I hope it's gotten a little bit better.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that message there. That you're still under that cold.
Yeah,
man. Well, I tell you what,
monkey wrenching plans a lot. Because I was sick at the end of last month, and it absolutely derailed me, especially because I was still working on my taxes numbers. It was horrible.
Yeah. Well, and so we both, like in pretty quick succession, got like crazy sick. about a month ago and everything. And yeah, like we were doing all the right stuff. It just,
Takes
something
time.
was going around. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it laid us up for a good bit of time.
So be patient with yourself and let yourself rest as much as you can. But
Yeah.
it's still awesome.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but for me, I get to starting to feel a little bit better, and then I go max speed
Well, yeah, we
again.
all do.
Yeah, and then I just tank. I'm sure a lot do, but I'm
So
one of
keep
those.
resting, Jen. You got your listings done. Be proud of that.
Exactly. Okay, so yeah, so we got Silver Hair on board. That's so cool to have you with us.
Howdy.
And then
I like that. Howdy.
yeah, Gina
Howdy, Pot.
V527. Howdy. But
I want to watch Toy Story.
love Rummage Sales. Yeah. We can watch Toy Story later if you want. That's fine. But and Kelly Debs, I'm an everything seller. Stuffed toys aren't my forte. I weeded them out today. They're being donated back.
I'm
So you're not a
proud
plush,
of you.
You're not a plush seller.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
He's had some success with it, but I'm not either. I'm like, get them out.
Yeah,
I'm really proud of you for making that decision and knowing where your strengths are. That's awesome. Good job.
Yeah, I'm appreciative of those that can do the push thing. It's just not our jam.
It's difficult,
especially too, like just with how everything goes. It's really difficult for us to store it. In our area, we have so much wind that comes through. It's hard for us to store it without
getting dirty. Can we tell the mini story?
Oh, the mini. Sure. Yeah, go ahead, tell the story.
Okay. So
I don't want to get off track with our goal discussion.
I'll make it brief.
Okay.
So we one time bought a plush, but when I say that it was almost as tall and as big as me, it really is true. It was a Minnie Mouse that it was cute, but we were like, oh, this is so cute. We'll turn around so fast. It sat on our kitchen, not on our kitchen. It sat in our living room couch for weeks. Yeah. And it looked like every time you'd walk in the living room, oh, it's just Minnie Mouse.
It was like we were like babysitting Mickey Mouse's freeloader girlfriend for weeks. I mean, it was like this human-sized thing that was
getting it into the car.
Every time, like when we needed to be in a spot, it seemed like the Minnie was there, and it's like, just get out of my seat,
it was
Minnie.
So funny.
But yeah, and so
we did sell her, but anyways.
And when we finally sold it, strangely enough, like the person showed up essentially in a Minnie.
In a tiny, and I told her this thing is big, and let's just say it was funny.
Yeah, she gets there and she's like, "Oh, I didn't realize it was that big." And it's like we showed the measurements.
Told you the measurements.
I think it was like 6 feet tall.
Anyways, that's our plush story. And after that, I said no more plushies.
Yeah, that is so funny. All right, let's see here. Neighbors giving the stink eye. I think we'd be getting the stink eye.
Funny, Sam.
Oh man, let's see here. Feeling a little bit better. Love plush. Just trying to get caught up here. We're dealing with like 14 people. I don't know how Primo does it with like 70.
I know.
All right. Hey, Silver Hair Stacker, congratulations. 3rd sale. I wish you like 20 more, man. That's just wild times right now, for sure.
Okay, Gina, what kind of success do you have with your plushies? Like, do they sell well for you? And yeah, I'm so curious.
Were you the one that bought her Minnie? No,
she wasn't at all Minnie, which is hilarious.
Yeah. The Max Mini.
I see Silver Hairs now. Yes, awesome job on the 3 sales. That's really cool.
Oh wow, nice. Okay, Gina V527, 150 plush listed right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
One thing we're trying to sort too is my parents were just like, hey, by the way, when all of you were kids and stuff, you had all these like Beanie Babies, and so we got like a huge sack of Beanie Babies and everything that we're trying to
in a nice box.
Yeah, they're in nice condition. They're in a nice box, but we're going through each of them. And it's like, okay, that one's like $5. That one's like $4.
It's like, is
it not high on our list
listing? Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a running joke through the community about the Princess Diana bear too. It's
I know.
Funny. But yeah, so congrats, Todd Silver Hair Stacker. Yeah. That's so cool. Let's see here. I only want to buy high selling plush. These weren't moving. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We have found some plush where we look up the comps, we feel like everything's going great, but as soon as we get it home and try to sell it, it's like crickets. And so we're just kind of a little bit soured on it for right now, especially too because we tend to get ones that take up a lot of space. Again, not usually 6-foot mini size, but still like something that's slightly bigger than a bread box. It's difficult for us to store, and in that same space we can get like 40 pieces of clothing. So just logistically, clothing works out better for us.
And Biff, I'm very excited for you about your inserts. We've been talking about doing that too for the longest time. So he ordered inserts this week for his store.
Yes, that's so smart.
That's
Actually,
really
I'm just gonna
wise.
add that to my list of that's gonna be one of my tomorrow goals is to get that listed. The challenge we have is we don't actually have a logo yet. We kind of have a few people that we're working with to get one
We
created.
haven't made one official yet.
Yeah, so we're really behind the eight ball with the fact that we need to get our logo completed, and therefore too we need to get like business contacts and cards and everything. It's like we kind of stumbled into this, and then it got a whole lot of momentum, and then a lot of the essentials we still are kind of picking up the pieces with.
Because
and trying to get
even
done.
like when we're going out and we're sourcing, there's so many times where we meet really good contacts and people are like, "Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, let's connect. Give us your card." We're like, "Yeah, we don't have cards either." So yeah, we need to work on all of that. So that's a really good reminder, and I'm very happy for you, and I really hope that you reach your 1,000 followers for your store. That's a really good goal.
Yeah, no, and that's cool. Usually you hear about the 1,000 followers for the YouTube channel, 1,000 followers for the store. That's so
huge.
good. Yeah,
that's wow, that's a huge accomplishment.
yeah, we do try to keep a close eye on the repeat buyers versus the ones that buy for a first time.
That's true.
And we feel really good about the amount of times that people do come back to us and buy for a second time. But we're trying to always make it to where they just feel like, hey, this is a little spot that I just want to be aware of, that's on my radar consistently, not just like hey, that was a great one-off and then I'm done. But yeah, so Matt, great reminders there. I'm so glad we did this. Oh, he told us the other day. It emptied out my brain.
I forget too.
We were so nervous just trying to manage the live.
Well, I think because that's right, we did have this conversation. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, Biff, remind us what you sell, please. Oh, actually, I'm gonna make a note of it this time.
Apparently we have sieves for brains.
Yeah. Wait, what's for brains?
A sieve.
Oh, sieve. Yeah, okay. We call it a sieve. That's funny. We've never had a sieve discussion before. I don't know. I guess, well, we don't have to work it out in front of a crowd. Excuse us while we figure out the logistics of our words.
We'll have to
it's like a you say potato, I say potato conversation.
Probably. Okay, countered 185 with 375.
So at least 5 a week. Wow, actually, yeah, that's interesting, Gina. That's great for as many you sell a week. 5 a week for plush is incredible to us.
That's really, really impressive.
Oh, Spam Banshee just took your side. Fiverr makes good logos from what I've seen. I just use a font treatment for my store.
Yeah, I've heard of Fiverr. Yeah, we could think of them for doing that.
Yeah, we were debating for a while for like the picture for our YouTube and especially for eBay. We were just going to use we had a little caricature artist that did our faces and stuff. And we're just like, you know what? Hey, we're just us. Let's just be on there and everything. But then
characters are more fun though.
But part of that conversation that we talked about getting a logo done too. Oh, let's see here.
They can't buy anymore for a while. So yeah, Jen's saying that.
See for brains. That is hilarious. Silver hair. Oh man. The silver haired crew, man. You guys are a fun crowd. It's like when you go and you sit at a ball game before the ball game actually gets started and just hear the chatter around. That's how I felt when I was watching you guys' channel. Okay. So yeah, I don't reveal my niche, but the answer is out there. That's really funny. Okay. No problem, Biff. Yeah, again, we don't mean to. We're not trying to cause any kind of overshare.
Only what I was thinking was that if you do kind of have a more specific store, it is easier to, well, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, which I don't really know anything, but I feel like if you have a very particular type store, it will help people follow you better because for instance, we've talked about with our store, we feel bad because we'll post 100 baseball cards and then we post
speaking of
100 clothing items.
I got a whole stack of cards and
then we'll post a bunch of toys and then we'll post some china, and it's we feel like sometimes that's probably frustrating to our followers who are following us for a specific thing, and then they get inundated with a bunch of things that they're not interested in. Yeah. So hopefully your store is not confusing for your followers.
Yeah, it'd be really nice if there was a better way of organizing categories
that people could follow you for a particular
thing. Pick a category that you're following me for so that you're not slammed with all of the random stuff.
Because even YouTube kind of does that. You can choose what notifications you want when you subscribe to someone. So why doesn't eBay do that?
Well, eBay does have it somewhat where the buyer will say what they're interested in, but it'd be really cool if they just if it got very specific in the communication with that. But
yeah, that's true.
Oh, let's see here. Yeah, potato. That's really funny. Now I'm gonna have that old. What is that old Fred Astaire song? I so over here, I'm just proving that I can hang with your crowd. That you guys all had today with the you say potato, I say potato, and everything. You guys were making fun of me for being like the young punk. It was like that's true.
that's
However,
right.
I know me some Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers too. It's like
Sure.
that's the beauty of my dad being born when his father was in his 40s, and then I being born while my dad was in his 40s, and my dad and my grandfather are like they both had crazy longevity, and my dad's still alive. He's continuing his crazy longevity.
And thank you, Spam. I heard him say that Spam's on your site, but I didn't see your message. I just saw your message, so thank you very much. I feel better.
I figured she's gonna take your side, but that's okay. I'm glad you guys
Stick
spend
together.
support. That's right. Stick together.
Cool.
Let's see. So hey, all looks more clear. How you doing, Benny? Good to have you with us. I just saw you pop in. I was like, I thought Benny was with us the whole time, but then I forgot you were with us before. How's your day going? Say, I wish eBay would allow unlimited store categories right now, limited to 300 store categories.
Unlimited store categories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot that could be like really updated, and that's a discussion for another time.
It's also, I mean, it does keep things organized. So yeah,
that's true.
Okay, what's 6x6 message? Let's call the whole thing off.
That's Fred Astaire.
I knew you were gonna know that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I
like it. Spam got it.
Yeah, man, Fred Astaire. I do love that expression too. That how does it go? I love it, but I don't know it. But it's the expression of you think Fred Astaire was a good dancer? Everything he did, Ginger Rogers did backwards and in heels. I thought that was such a cool expression. Yeah. But like even his
Ginger
movies
Rogers had to actually put up with him.
That's true, and he was
rather demanding.
He was quite the perfectionist that little Fred Astaire was. But yeah, it's like I'm fascinated by him. I think he was a cool dude.
I think it was cool. Yeah, he seems fun.
But yeah, well, thanks 6x6. I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head for the rest of the week.
Is he also in? Yeah, he's also in Singing in the Rain.
No, that's Don't tell me. I'm not going to the screen because somebody's gonna say it.
I thought it was.
Oh man.
Really?
Oh.
Singing in the Rain, because that's where the good.
I keep coming with Jack Kirby. No, that's like
who?
No, that's like it's like a mixture of a couple names. Who is it? Gene Kelly. Gene Kelly. I shouldn't have looked.
Oh, that was good. Thank you.
Oh, that's really funny. Gene Kelly.
That's right. You know what? I have to admit, I do get them mixed up. Yeah. I mean, they do look definitely different, but I do get them mixed up.
There was an auction that we were participating in recently where it had a signed poster from Singing in the Rain, signed by Gene Kelly and like the producer and like the director or something. And like we were bidding on it and we got outbid by like $2. And like
we missed when it closed.
I had another thing that I had to go and do it. And at the time we left it was like, well, somebody might outbid, but we had a pretty good lead on it. And I was like committed. I wanted to get it. And then sure enough, it's like at the very last minute, somebody snuck in as I took off. But Jack Kirby. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, now who's Jack Kirby?
Oh man. Wait, I think okay, so Jack Kirby.
Is that the other guy in Singing?
No, that was wasn't he the Tin Man from I almost said from Beauty and the Beast. I am so tired. Wizard of Oz. Jack Kirby.
I like the name. Jack Kirby. That's a really cool name.
Jack Kirby, Wizard of Oz, right? Am I confusing the Tin Man?
Well, let's see.
Oh man. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. All right, is it Jack Kirby?
I don't know. He's known for being in a lot of Iron Man movies.
Jack Kirby, probably not.
Or I meant Avengers movies.
Oh, right. Wait. Yeah, Jack Kirby.
Well,
that's
he was
right.
born in 1917.
That's hilarious. Jack Haley. Okay. Oh. Wow, we're gonna totally go off on like a random tangent.
Now I know who Jack Kirby is.
That's right. Yeah, Jack Kirby. He's he's the comic book guy.
No wonder, because I'm like, yeah, he's like all the Avengers.
Yeah, that is really funny though. Jack Haley is the Tin Man. Thank you very much. Okay, come on, give me something. I was kind of close-ish. But it's funny, Bing Crosby, the only familiarity I had with Bing Crosby when I was growing up is I found out that he was the dad of one of these really annoying characters on and this is really gonna be out there, but from a show Adam 12. From Adam 12, there was a side character that was played by his son, and he's like this super annoying guy. Like the whole point of him was to be like a real jerk. But let's see. But
Now I have to look at that
oh, that's
show.
right. I remember hearing that fact. 6x6. But anyway, so
Ah,
but Bing Crosby's son was
That
on
show?
Adam 12. Yep, that's the show.
oh, with the police
And
officer.
I can't remember his name right now, but I did read his autobiography. It was mostly just kind of like, I don't like my dad, but
Oh, goodness.
but yeah, it was still a good read. But yeah, so that I remember hearing about that though, that Jed Clampett, Bud Epson, and he was Bud Epson was the Beverly Hillbillies, right? Oh yeah, so Jed Clampett, yeah, duh, Beverly Hillbillies.
Ah, this is a conversation
I know,
cannot
but yeah, where it's like,
participate in.
remember how we started talking about goals, and we're like, who played Jed Clampett?
Oh,
All right, let's see here. So remember, I was thinking
full of
it was only
years of
50 years before I was
preparation.
born. Perspective. That's really funny. Actually, so one thing that's kind of wild. I think the reason why I love being a reseller nowadays.
See, I agree. That's exactly what I thought of Biff when I looked at this. I'm like, this just looks like a poor man's version
Oh
of Chips.
no! Strike at my heart. I
I
love
love
that.
Chips.
Oh no, no.
Oh,
Oh, and
Now
Ezra
we got
plays
the
the
show going.
song. Yeah,
Yep.
you can hear the song, or just actually start playing it.
Mhm.
But no, oh, see, I'm a big Martin Milner guy, and I loved him as Pete Malloy. I thought he was so cool. But we're getting like nerding out on stuff. But what's funny is like when I was a little kid, my great uncle passed away, and yeah, my boomer knowledge is awesome.
It really is. It blows me out of the water.
That
And
both
I'm
encourages
older
me
than
and
him.
crushes me at the same time. That's so weird. I don't even know why. But which is funny though, Spam, because growing up, my nickname was Boomer. So it's really kind of funny.
For a second, I was like, how did she know?
And that was before Boomer was like a thing. But that expression nowadays, I think it's like if somebody gets called like, okay, Boomer, I'm like, you just got the ultimate trophy. I think it's so great. I think Boomers are the best. But it is funny though that so when my great uncle, so actually I should say when I was a little kid, my great uncle passed away, and like he was a guy that was single his whole life and everything, had a successful truck company. In fact, some of his company is still on the road today. No association with my family, but when he passed away, there was rooms in his house that he hadn't touched like since the 90s. But what was unbelievable about it, well, and actually I shouldn't say that, no, because he died late 90s, so it was older than that. I'm going off of kid knowledge. But what was incredible though is he had stuff in his rooms stuff from the 1700s, 1800s, and he was an adventurer and collector. So it was like if Indiana Jones passes away, and then you're the one that is like going through the stuff and seeing the collections. And so for a lot of the family members, all they wanted to do was get rid of it. And for me, I'm like, we got to save this stuff. This is so cool for the family history. And over time, the collection is kind of just narrowed down to very important things. But all of his pictures and things that he had, it was just absolutely fascinating. All of his stories and everything.
Did you see 6x6's message that the captain from Chips is Chris Pine's dad? That's Chris Pine's dad.
Oh, no way.
I did not know that. That is kind of cool because I really like this guy.
That's super awesome.
I had no idea that's his dad.
That's really cool. Wow.
I'm learning so much from this.
I know. Yeah.
We learn reseller
this
knowledge.
Chat is the most bizarre but amazing at the same time. This is so much fun. Let's see here. Yay for the boomers. Yes, I'm a boomer. Well, and you know what's funny, Mike Seller? For the longest time, I thought my pop was boomer generation, but my pop's actually right before that. He's the silent generation, born in 44. And so yeah, it was really cool. What I loved too, my grandfather lived to be 97, and he had a mind sharp as a tack. And I was just one of those little kids that I'd just sit there and listen to him. And he talks about like dancing with my grandmother at the Cinderella Ballroom in Long Beach, and he can describe to me like the whole city of Long Beach of what it looked like in the 1920s. And I just thought that was
like
the coolest
old Hollywood, and yeah,
oh yeah,
crazy.
And so that's when everybody knew each other, and it's just
Right.
like, oh yeah, that producer guy, he was a total jerk. And like, wow, you're like right next to him. That's amazing. But yeah, so that's really funny. Gen Xer, the meh generation. You know what they should call like the Gen Xers, like the Madonna generation or something. That'd be cool, because that's pretty much what it is. Like the 80s, like when it's.
I'm sure Madonna would love to have a generation named after her.
I know it's like too much for Madonna. Don't give Madonna that much. She'll just run with it. It's no good.
Well, you guys, this has been lovely, so much fun, and it was very inspirational for us. Like we said, we hope it was good for you guys. We'll do it again tomorrow. But what time are we starting tomorrow? Because a couple of people have asked us not to start at
The
6.
Pepsi generation. Oh no, not the Pepsi generation. I'm a Coke guy, but yeah, it's like a Coca-Cola guy. It's no good.
Okay, but let's talk about tomorrow. So,
Oh, yeah.
A couple of people have asked us to switch our time, not to start at 6. So we're gonna try. Are we trying that tomorrow, or are we doing 6?
Yep. So tomorrow, we're going to be doing 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it'll be we'll be capping
7?
out. We'll be capping out at a half an hour, but so it'll be 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern, and Silverhead Stacker, you're right in between. You have to figure out where exactly you land in that, but yeah. So we'll be at 7 a.m. and then we'll be at 10 a.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay, 9 Central. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate the assist on that one. Good looking out.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much. And Ro, we have a record amount of people in attendance today. That just blows my mind. That is so cool. So
you guys are awesome.
Again, tomorrow, what we'll do, we'll line it up. We'll see what everybody's goals are, and then by 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern,
we're gonna knock those goals out of the park.
Let's check back in. We'll talk some Adam 12 and chips, and some Fred Astaire and all this stuff. This is like my brain is like electric right now for all the different topics that we've covered in this like little bit more than half an hour. But appreciate you all. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow morning.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Get your listings done.
Take care. Bye.